Hello, welcome to BellaDati demo use case. Today we are going to take a look at BellaDati mobile order and pay application. As there are large queues in the restaurants or cafes during the lunchtime and in the evenings, this application can be used to enhance your customer experience. But how can we do that? Thanks to this mobile app, customers can make their orders ahead. Orders will be ready on ordered time and customer doesn't have to wait in the queue. Customers can also provide and track status of feedback via mobile app. Based on number of orders, we can also optimize and predict usage of resources. This application can be used for ordering food, for ordering coffee, for example, ordering some roller coaster or some tickets. This can be done in the restaurants. And if you do this in the restaurant, you reserve your food via mobile application. Then you just jump the queue and go for the product for your order, or you can, for example, just go to your seat in the cinema. So here you can see the workflow of this application. Users, they can download the app. Via the app, they make the order. Via the app, they pay the order, and then after that, they just pick up the order. So this is how you do it. And now let's take a look at the real use case. What we've got here. Now let's take a look at how this works. This application, what's important in this application is that this application is built by the building blocks, and these building blocks can be reused for developing a brand new application. You can customize, for example, the look of the application, or you can use it, for example, to any other use case. For example, ordering some medicaments via e-pharmacy. So the first building block that we've got here on the left side, you can see the screen of virtualized Android device, and here on the right side, there you can see BellaDati. Because this application is these modules, they are very connected to BellaDati. Now let's take a look at this first block. This first block is Authentication Book. So here we can authenticate in this app. If you don't have account here, you can sign up as a new user. In case you already have got your account, you can just sign in. You can just sign in as an existing user. So this is the first block, authentication. So now I'm signing in. And here you see that this is the user who has signed in. These users, they are stored in BellaDati data sets. Next user. Next building blocks are orders. In this case, we've got our favorite orders because we've got the items which are existing, which restaurant has prepared. The restaurant prepares the menu. And based on the previous orders, we are defining here the favorite orders. These favorite orders are received from BellaDati data, from BellaDati report. So here you see the report favorite orders, and basically we get the data from this report, and they are filtered for selected user, and just like this we can very easily visualize favorite orders. If you select one item, it's added into your basket. But you can of course add another items. You can add another items from the menu. This menu is also created in BellaDati. It's created in BellaDati extension, so it can be very easily monitored. It can be very easily changed or edited. The staff of the restaurant can add new items, and create new item, or for example add a photo or edit the price. It's very easy for the staff. If we take a look here into the dataset items, you see that all the items you see on the screen of the mobile app are also stored in our BellaDati dataset. All of the values are in BellaDati. So now the user, he can just select one item, one product. Now, once we've got selected the product, we can click continue. The next building block that we've got here are stores. These stores are also managed via BellaDati extension. In BellaDati, we've got stored all the values about the stores. So we've got the address, we've got the GPS location, and we've got the name of the store. And this information, they are visualized here on the map in the mobile application. So here you see we've got these values and they are visualized in the mobile app. This module will also find the nearest store to our current location. For this store, we can also find the nearest route. You can select the route via walk, via car, or via public transport. So if I click here via walk, you see that this is the nearest path, and it's 700 meters. So now I can select this store. And the next module that we've got here, next building block, is the building block for ordering. Here we've got our selected items that we selected. We can set up the pickup time here. So via graphical interface, you select the pickup time, and you can make the order. This application is connected to the payment gate. So the payment is done via the payment gate. And now, after I click order, you see that the order has been confirmed. And if I take a look into the report with orders, you see here that this new order has been added. This report has been automatically refreshed. So you see the real-time data directly in BellaDati. The last building block that we've got here is the building block for loyalty. We've got you can define here different events, different loyalty programs. This current program is defined for 10 cafe latte, and after you buy 10 cafe latte, you will receive a ticket to get one for free. So for this case, we have, for this user, we have bought 4 cafe latte, and we've got 6. We need to buy 6 more before we get the reward. These rewards or these loyalty programs can be also easily defined via BellaDati extension. So this is how we can work with this app. But also, in case we've got more data, we can also use it in order to plan our stuff, or we can use BellaDati as a transactional system. So now let's take a look at this option. So first, we'll take a look at the data. Here in this case, we got a little bit more of the data. We've got data for a longer time period. So we've got here different items. These items, they belong to different groups, and also we know who has ordered the item. We also know the order date, on which date the order has been made, and on which time. All of these values can be used for planning our employees, for planning our staff. So now I've switched to the next report, and here on this heat map you see basically the number of orders in selected date and in selected time. What you can do here, you can select one store and see these values for selected store. This is very important because if we've got this information, we can also plan our staff. We can schedule how many employees will be necessary to be in selected restaurant. So for our restaurants, in this use case, we've got 3 day shifts. One is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The second one is from 3 to 6 p.m. and the third one is from 7 to 11 p.m. And based on this information, because we know how long it takes to prepare, for example, cafe, how long it takes to prepare a pizza, we know how many employees will be required in the restaurant for a selected shift. So, for example, for this day, we see that there will be a lot of orders between 6 and 9 p.m. So for this case, we need more employees. And basically, this chart displays how many employees will be required. Detailed values for this chart are also displayed in this table. The last chart that we've got here, it displays the number of orders in selected day and in selected time. So we see how many orders will be made in selected date and time, and these values are also divided for different groups. So we see that we are also able to see that main courses are the most popular group for our restaurant for this case. And since our customers they order the items via their mobile device, we also would like to know about the status of their shipment. We also would like to enable our employees to change the status of the shipment. This can be very easily done directly in BellaDati. So here we've got these orders, and for example, we know that we've already prepared this order. So we can click here and type yes. And once we add a comment here, you will see that the status has been changed. This is created via BellaDati formulas functions. You can also display this table in another way. So, for example, if you use BellaDati extensions, you can create a completely different look of this table. When we are talking about these building blocks in BellaDati mobile app, also I would like to mention here that we've released BellaDati Marketplace. So all of these building blocks, they are all available on this marketplace. So if you go to BellaDati.com/marketplace, these building blocks are available here. So you can browse. We got here mobile block for authentication, for finding the nearest store, for loyalty program, for ordering, setup of stores, and menu setups, etc. You can just click here and see the details of this app or of this building block.
Thanks for watching this video and see you next time.